Are you actually hurt?
Yes. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Natalie and I make videos all about Gibraltar, and today is a very special day because I am with Ryan's family. Say hi, Nicole. Hello. Sandra. And we are going to be doing the rock tour guide, and I thought I'll take you on my journey. So, see you later.
Because this other building on my right is known as Wellington Front, built by the Duke of Wellington in 1840. But this used to be an army barracks. But these are known as the British walls, which fortificate the rock from end to end, with all the gun emplacement. Once upon a time, the seawater used to crash against the walls here. Those buildings and everything in front of it is all reclaimed land, filled into the sea, and used to be water. Arabs in 711, and this was occupied by an Arab leader by the name of Tariq. So he named the rock Jebel Tariq, which means the rock of Tariq. If you combine the three words together, that is where the word Gibraltar originally came from. It's an Arabic word. By 1462 was this occupied by Spain, and finally in 1704 an Anglo-Dutch fleet with the British by the hands of Rook, Amir Rook, will then capture the rock in battle and made of this officially a colony in 1713. By that time a treaty was signed, which still exists today, known as the Treaty of Utrecht, signed in Holland, in Utrecht, by the Dutch and the Spanish, and as a freehold in perpetuity forever, this automatically became a British colony now over 300 years. This is why the official language and the education in school is all in English, you see. But when I go home to my children, to my grandchildren, I switch on to Spanish, because we're very close to Spain as a next door neighbour, and it'd be ridiculous to live here and not to speak Spanish. So we are bilingual. And we, by the way, we don't call it Spanish, we call it gibberish or Spanglish. And that is the coast of Africa. Look how clear she is. You see the small little harbour just in between the buildings there? It's called Rocha Bay, but also known as Nelson's Harbour, because to that same spot is where Admiral Nelson's body landed on the 21st of October 1805. Being shot and killed at the battle, but given the news of a total victory, 3 days later his body arrived on board the ship HMS Victory, brought here in order to be repaired, and it was brought in a very peculiar manner. They cast his body inside a barrel of brandy, so he was pickled in brandy in order to preserve his body. When the ship was repaired and being cast in a barrel of brandy, he was then shipped over to where he's buried today in St. Paul Cathedral in London.
Is that the pillars?
Yeah, these are pillars of Hercules. This is what they say, Hercules, this is where he separated the continents to make Europe and Africa, and they believed it was the end of the world. Like, this was the end of the world. Like, you know when the earth is flat?
On the right you can see a ring with a yellow square buried in the rock. So I like to tell you a story behind them. Every 15-20 meters is the ring on the side, and they do come up from the bottom of the road all the way up to the very top in every direction to the upper rock. Well, these rings were used by companies of men from the early 17th century until the 20th century, when men used to hold up the cannons with and the ammunition, pull the guns up by hand from different points of the ring to bring the cannon from all the way down the bottom of the road all the way up to the top of the rock. The rock is made of two materials, which is made of limestone and granite, where the old saying comes out from, as strong as a rock of Gibraltar. These famous Barbary macaques, as we call them today, as I said, they originally might have been brought here over with the Arabs as pets, There is today over 300 of them, over 300, and divided in 6 packs. There's 3 packs along the middle here, and there's 3 packs along the top. We always take you to the top because there's where you have the best views, and there's a place at the top which is called the apes den, and that's where we normally feed them. These are vegetarian, thank God for that. They were given names in the times of the occupation where the British the army used to look after them. They used to be given an army rations, 27p a day, and they were given names: Michael, William, Abraham, Elizabeth, Tom, Harry. To be truthful to you, I don't know which is which. They look alike to me, same as we look alike to them. But if you look at the hands, the fingers, fingernails, eyes and ears, they're exactly the same as you and me, as humans. So they will live from 12 to 20 years. Some of these weigh about 20 to 30, 35 pounds. And these are the only wild apes of Europe roaming free and wild in the upper rock. Now they're being protected by law now. We cannot cull them anymore. We can only get groups of 25, as we did a number of years ago, and send them to another nature reserve elsewhere, as we did in Germany. They're doing very, very well over there. They are thinking of sending another group of macaques to another nature reserve this year in Scotland. So these, what I'm trying to say, these animals would adapt to all kinds of weather. The cold, the rain, and the heat of the summer here, and also the cold and the snow in the winter in Scotland, for example.
This is so funny. Come, walk!
Walk. Do you want me to come back?
Yeah, go on, Nicole.
Go and get you.
Your little sister had to save you. Imagine.
Oh, that's just jumping it a bit. He's eating, man.
Go nearer.
He's eating, mum.
Because
he's
eating, you can go closer.
Nicole, what you do is this. You do this.
Don't want them little ones.
Yeah, the little one I'm worried as well.
Because they will just grab my
Not
hand.
even. No, this is a good size because they're mature.
Yeah, just go nearer, a little bit nearer.
That's fine. Coco.
Go on then, hurry up, I'm trying to take a photo.
I am.
You said you were going
Sandra, look relaxed.
Go on,
You look
said
so
you were going closer.
terrified, mum.
Careful.
What you do?
Yeah, go. Oh.
Yeah. Don't shout, don't shout.
Oh, gosh, looking for food in your hair.
No, come now, Nicole, start walking.
No, start walking.
Oh my.
No, start walking.
Oh my.
No, start walking.
Go.
Yeah, what do you expect? What did you think it was going to do? Anyway, come on. Are you actually hurt?
Yes.
Oh, I should have
Alright,
my
well
hair
done.
up. Oh.
Was he really pulling it?
Yeah, he would, like, because his grip was all in my hair to latch onto me.
Oh no. Oh, I got a really good video though.
You lost composure.
Literally, it was grabbing my roots, and literally, because it fell off, it was literally like that.
Yeah, but you...
There's the old part of the city inside the walls, but over there with the tall building on the far end, all that is the new part of the city, and that was reclaimed in the 1980s by the Dutch. As you know, the Dutch are professional for that. What they did here, they drained sand from the bottom of the sea and they filled all that area like they done over there in Spain. Once it's level and sets down on the bed of the sea, they lay rocks around the edges by satellite position, and a few years later they built all those houses. The reason for this is very logical. As you can see up here at the very top, there's no foundation, it's all a sheer cliff. And then again, this is now a nature reserve, so we're not allowed to build here, so the only way to expand the rock is out to the sea. Now there's a bit of reclamation going on here on the corner. It's a little yellow line in the water, so that area is going to be filled up eventually, and they're going to build more houses there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because land is a premium here, and the only land which is available really is the one from the sea that we reclaimed to the sea in order to expand the population. And down there 33,000 people live. But also the runway, which you'll see from the other end, that runway was built in 1942. She's 2,000 yards, 1.25 of a mile, but has been recorded to be the shortest runway and is in the Guinness Book of Record for being the shortest. It is also the shortest intercontinental flight by air for one continent, which is Gibraltar, to another continent, which is Tangiers. It only takes 15 minutes, and that is also in the Guinness Book of Record for the shortest intercontinental flight.
Has there ever been a natural disaster in Gibraltar?
Earthquakes.
I remember times of my dad when he used to work here, and he said at 4 o'clock in the morning there was sort of an earthquake, so like a movement on the rock, and because of the shifting of the plates at the fire rim, we did that at that time, some movement, because the lamppost started shaking, you know. So yes, there has been. Down to your right was used a very famous movie. The sequence on that road in 1987 was of the Land Rover going down the road on fire, where the good guy is fighting the bad guy on top of the roof of the Land Rover, and just at the end there the Land Rover falls out a cliff. As it's falling down, the good guy, in this case James Bond, parachutes with a parachute from the falling Land Rover, and he lands on a cruising yacht in the middle of the bay. And that was filmed there in 1987, and the name of the movie, The Living Daylight, by Timothy Dalton.
Hey guys, so we are on the last stop of the short tour in Gibraltar, and this is just the view of the runway. I'll show you here. Just there, so it's beautiful. It would have been so nice if a plane can land at the moment, but it's been an absolute beautiful day. The weather has been so good to us for January at least. I will link all the details below of our tour guide that has taken us around. He's been super informative and we've had an absolute amazing time. There is an extended tour. See St. Michael's Cave, the Skywalk, and the other Great Sage tunnels. Nicole, how are you feeling?
Feeling traumatized. I'm glad I didn't come with a bowl patch.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more videos. See you in my next one. Bye.